I just started streaming, some guy flew over. I was like, what? Who's this? Not part of my group. Alright, anyway, what's up? I am going to be finishing up the interior on the large core. I've kind of been, I wouldn't say I'm slacking because I'm doing a lot of other stuff in real life, but I do need to get it done. So there's just a little bit more that needs to happen. And I don't think there's been any progress since I need to make Lua for this. I should make like a tutorial how to do an automatic door. I'm sure that's a thing already. But I haven't done really anything since the last time that I streamed, so. But yeah, I'm thinking kind of be fun. I'll mention this again probably once some more people get online. You know, I can be, you guys can kind of decide what each thing does. So like I have a couple areas and I'm not really sure what I want to do. Like this room, I might do, I'm thinking like I'll put like a big desk in here and like a seat and some like a rack, like a shelves of Lua things or something, and like a radar room maybe. I also need to pick up 2 more large rail guns because I can get the seats boosted. Oh, and a little side note, I'm starting to get together a bunch of elements because some people have actually ordered the ship. Yeah, here's this thing that flew over. What's this? Oh, and we're also fixing to clean up this mess of the voxels here. We're gonna make like a hangar that everything's gonna go into. Let's see. But anyway, it'll be nice to clean because it's really ugly with all the voxels, kind of a thing. And then also Kisa is working on like an organization shop, which is freaking sick. So the idea here is like people can bring their like Kisa, for example, she makes warp cells, so she can bring the warp cells and sell them here at her own thing. So that's pretty good. And many other members can do that also, because like we have Hazard also. He sells upgraded engines. Oh, is this an elevator? Oh dang. This is an elevator. Nice. That's awesome. It's less than 10 kilometers. It's probably more like 8 kilometers. I don't know. Well, okay, anyway. Oops. Some stuff needs to happen. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some rail guns. I need 2 large rail guns. Is there anything that's nearby? Not really. I guess we're gonna go to District 7. It's a little bit expensive. District 6 and then District 7. I'll just go to District 7 and get them all. I think I'm gonna buy all 4 actually, because I do need to build the ship. The production version I think will only have 2 railguns because the it doesn't save the skills. So the gun it won't make sense if it has more than that. I continuously get in trouble for stealing Banjo's ship, but we might have a client. I'm gonna deal with this guy. This video is gonna turn into a tutorial how to self ship. This thing's kind of cool actually. I actually like this. It's pretty cool. Bounty hunter. What is does the laser do anything? Oh. We're gonna see if we can make a sale real quick. Pay me money. Love this skylight. We just need to keep that theme going throughout the ship. I think I have some decorative elements in here still. I could steal some of them potentially. Yeah, never mind. Not really. Like 2 bookshelves. It's not gonna get me very far at all. Where did our dude go? I don't know what room that would be. He's behind the antigraph. How did he get back there? Maybe the bridge? Yeah. What y'all got for the M-Core? I don't know if we have one at base. Where's my little speeder thing? Really? Oh, wait. Oh my goodness. Get on, buddy. it's not here. This Goliath is beautiful. He did such a good job. Did he just... Okay. Yeah, I mean, Danjo did an absolutely amazing job, and so did Tent on this thing. Absolutely beautiful ship. But anyway... Cool. Yeah, okay, I'm actually gonna go to the market and buy railguns now. Sorry for the delay. Alright. That's weird. Hitbox glitch. Oh, you think I can make this? No. No, I can't. I tried. It floats too easily. Take the DX3. I gotta sneak away or I'll get in trouble. How is it empty? It's always empty. Why? Okay. I'm gonna fuel it up like a good person. The good person that I am. I think it uses X1. Something's kind of confusing sometimes with fuel to pick for a ship. Okay, I'll just take some X4, that's fine. It's empty, it's only 200 meters. Let's get the show on the road. Oh, it is X4. Nice. What am I supposed to do with this? I should try it. I've never actually... Oh, well, I can't. If I click Alt... Okay, Alt lets me move the... Lets me move it around. G to take off. Brake engaged. How do I turn that off? I don't know how the hood works. I should probably learn all the keys. This feels heavy. I don't remember if 200 tons is normal. I think it's like 170 normal. We'll be able to tell with how easily it gets to space. no problem at all. So yeah, you guys should let me know what kind of rooms would be good. I have like 3 empty rooms in the ship, and I can pick a number of things for those rooms. So if anyone has a good suggestion, then you know, I'll put it in there. That'd be pretty cool. Live on forever. Oh, I'm gonna burn. No, please don't burn. Okay, we're good, I think. He's gonna, come on. There we go. Getting worried there. This thing is kind of slow, to be honest. Gotta watch that altitude to make sure I stay properly in orbit. And the less that altitude changes, the more stable the orbit is. Pretty cool. It's the best way to get around Alioth is just fly in orbit. And the orbital velocity is like 3,800, I think. And after a bit of practice, you can get those orbits pretty circular and go around the planet a few times. Start throttling down. As you can see, my altitude's just barely increasing, but I'm in orbit, so I can just kind of sit here for a while, conveniently. I'm gonna need gunner modules as well. That tends to be a problem, though. I think that we make them. Okay, there's plenty. Good. Wow, 1 million? Are you serious? That's ridiculous. It's only worth like 500,000. I think that's my fault, though. I tried to raise the price to make money, and then I didn't sell enough. So like, I made money, but I didn't sell enough to really make money. Some of them. Yeah, see, none of these are at Alioth 14, which is our market. Man, it would be sacrilegious to pay 1 million for, I mean. But to think about it, you know, I could go buy all of these and bring them back and sell them for 2 mil each. So that is kind of an idea for how you can make money in Dual Universe, is kind of abusing the markets in that way. Straighten this orbit out a little bit. It's funny seeing all the bases down there. There's a little box right there, someone's base. Another base. Alioth is pretty crowded, even just a couple months into beta. When this game actually releases, it's gonna be insane how crowded things will be. We're gonna have like, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I guess we'll find out. Oh, isn't there a space elevator around here I have to watch out for? Yeah, that's right. It's that one right there. I always get scared when I fly by that because it's always pretty close. And if I'm... Oh, yeah. Did you see that? That was... I don't think we can clip stuff in YouTube, but I need to go back into this recording and get that, because that was... that was terrifying. We almost just got taken out. Thankfully, those voxels loaded after the ship flew by, so nothing broke, but that was almost really bad. Danjo would have killed me. Hey Danjo, your ship is broken. Sorry. It's definitely heavier. There must be some cargo. Only some warp cells in it. Yeah, there's 320 warp cells. It's not that heavy though. All I know is I can't turn effectively. I need to buy some maneuver engines for it sometime. Little surprise. Because I use it so often. But yeah, after that, oh, Christmas tree. Can we get like a blueprint of this? Free? Are you serious? Oh, what a legend. Dude. Thank you. Whoever has this is awesome. Railgun. Railgun large. We need all 4 of these. And I need to... Yeah, I do. That's why I clicked escape. Why else would I want to click escape? I don't know. I'm going to link to the container. I always forget to link to the containers. That's a lot of gold scrap. Why is there 1,500 gold scrap in the DX? I don't know. Why not, I guess? Is there anything else I can think that we need? Definitely we need large radar. While I'm here. 2. Yeah, okay, let's go get... I'm gonna not waste some time and fly back and forth. I'm just gonna go get the large radars. While I'm at this, okay, how heavy are these? Shouldn't be a problem. That's the sound of me getting an email. Sick. Yeah, I mean, even with a little bit of cargo, the DX3 is a great ship. This is a perfect beginner ship because it's so cheap to make, and I mean, you can have it without the warp drive too. Perfect little thing. And it's it's quite fast even right now. I have decent skills, but I think these are basic engines. That's a lot of market platform. Yeah, right, because they moved the actual market platform from the district because it was causing a lot of lag. And it's not surprising. We knew it would cause a lot of lag. There's certain things you can do with voxels that cause just more lag than normal, it seems like, and then also a lot of elements and or a lot of links. I think it's like 600 links on a construct is almost a hard cap because anything above that's going to cause severe lag and you can barely even play. Slow down. This thing's fast. Oh my goodness. It's gonna glide down for a nice and gentle landing. This market is packed with stuff. Alright, I see a spot. We're gonna go right in that yellow area. Oh, there's a guy down there. I'm landing on him. Hey, and the BSI thing is here. These guys are awesome. This isn't a scam, unlike most things. Super good deal on fuel. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna get both of the radars here. 21? Is there actually 21 radars? What? There's so there's 33 radars at this mark. Yes, that's insane. I only need 2 right now. If I need more, I'll come back. That's ridiculous. 2 large space radar. I need gunner seats, but I'm pretty sure that we make those, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So, well, now it's time to fly back home. Hope we can get to space and build some interior. Gotta add the railguns too. I might add the railguns later, because I do have a guy who's buying I have a couple guys buying the ship, and they're only gonna do 2 railguns because of the skills. So I don't know what the solution to the space elevators is. I guess if you fly fast enough, they won't load in. So I guess there's a sweet spot. There's like the point where you're flying slow enough that your ship doesn't completely annihilate, and then the point where you're flying fast enough that you just glitch through them. And luckily we were right at that threshold when we were flying a second ago. But the element's still loaded first though, and that could be dangerous. We got lucky. I was just like running my mouth and my mic was off. It's kind of funny. I was just saying, like, we fell back into the atmosphere, we skipped back off. But if you know anything about orbital mechanics, like, if you're going fast enough, you don't need as much upward thrust to keep you above the planet, because you're actually kind of falling around the planet, and that's how the orbit works. So initially we need to have the nose really far tipped up, and then later on we can start tipping the nose down as we start going faster. See, it's barely holding itself up right now. You can see my altitude's barely increasing even though I'm thrusting like this, but we're good because the speed's increasing too. So you can actually kind of control your altitude just by how fast you go. Yeah, so now we're increasing that speed more rapidly, so I can tip the nose down until it kind of levels out. And then hopefully we'll get to about orbit with the altitude staying about the same, and that's the most efficient way out. So we're getting there slowly but surely. Chugging along. Need to find a way to add another engine to this. Probably wouldn't be hard. had like an extra voxel width inside. Oh yeah, see now it's yeah, and I guess also as you fly around the planet, the ship continues to tip itself up. And orbit. Sweet. And we just wait a little bit. We'll be back at base in no time. Oh, and pro tip, those spikes right there, you can actually hit those. They won't slow you down at all, but it'll destroy your entire ship. It's kind of funny. So you'll destroy the ship and your ship will just be dead, you know, however high up the spike was when you hit it. So if you see one of those, you just have to hope it unloads before you hit it. It's kind of interesting that in Dual Universe, the things that you see is what exists. So if you see something that doesn't have voxels, then for you it doesn't have anything. But if you see like a glitch like this, you know, that's actually something you can run into because you can see it. And I mean that can be used as an exploit too, because if like a voxel on the market doesn't render, you can just glitch through the market because there's only what you see that exists. Need to thrust up just a little bit. Good. Unfortunately, we are in the winter season at the South Pole, so it's only light maybe a little bit less than half the time now. And the nights are really long, so people have been complaining. Everyone's used to the, like, it's always day kind of thing, because during the summer here it's always day. So it can be kind of annoying when it's dark for a long time. It's kind of funny because during the Aerospace Expo, people were down here asking, like, does it ever turn night? Because we went 2.5 days straight at the expo without, like, not even a sunrise. So it kind of confused some people. But as it turns out, the skybox does oscillate a little bit and creates, you know, something in the effect of a season on planets. Pretty cool feature. Yeah, see, this is how you build a space elevator. See, like, your space elevator only needs to go to 3,500, and this is a fact. I mean, if you're building your space elevator to like 5,000 meters, you're wasting your time, and you're also causing people to run into your. So there's not a reason to do this. This one's only 1 kilometer because there's if you have like a 1 kilometer tall elevator, then you can just use an anti-grav to go the rest of the way. Oh, I might have to log out. We'll be back in just a second. No one saw that. Hopefully this doesn't show my desktop. I don't think it will. Yeah, it's just black. I'm sorry. Technical difficulties, please stand by. I'm stupid. I forgot that the ship weighed like 200 tons. You know, when they fix the Alt F4 thing, it's going to be a huge pain. And then also they're adding destructible elements now, which is... that's going to be a problem for me because I run stuff into the ground going way too fast. Hopefully my Alt F4 was in time. Yeah, we're good. Easy save. No one saw that. Ship is back home. And it has more fuel than we started with. and I can just transfer the stuff to the big ship now. We'll be good. Oh, I also queued up a bunch of the voxels that it requires and yesterday, so hopefully some of them are in here. Yeah, so all this black powder, I don't know how much I can fit all of it. Sweet. That's a ton of black powder and aluminum. It'd be enough to build a whole nother ship. Because that's the plan, right? Is I'm actually going to build another one. And then the other guy who's purchased a ship is just going to he's just going to bring the parts for the discount, so it's convenient. It's organized. Okay. I think I'm just going to fly it to the market. Or do we have... We might have decorative elements left in the build box. But overall, it's not really worth crafting the decorative elements just because they're so cheap. Yeah, okay, we have some decorative stuff. Kind of about what I want to do. I definitely want some office chairs or navigator chairs or something to that effect. Not quite. Yeah, so there's 2 nav chairs. That's good. I want to put the 2 nav chairs in the other room, and I want to build like a desk for them. Okay, I have 6 carpets. Do have some office chairs. Good. We'll get a couple benches. I don't want to use the columns. They do look nice, but it really sucks if you crash the ship because then you have to repair it all. And no one wants to do that. Let's see. Probably not going to do the windows. So, like I said, I'm trying to keep the decoratives kind of to a minimum. Just a little bit. Just, because sometimes it is necessary. What if we can hang this from the ceiling? I'm gonna try. And there's 2 more after. I'll steal these 2. I should take 4 tables. These tables are kind of expensive. I don't know how many I'm gonna want. I'll try that as well. Alright, that's some decorative elements. Let's look at it. So I think I called it the lounge in this. I think we're gonna make it like a kind of a restaurant area, maybe like a kind of a bar, cafeteria. And I need to get the custom furniture set. I probably should have done that while I was over there actually, but whatever. The lounge, here it is. The staterooms area basically done, but I was thinking what if I use the tables, because these actually really match the theme because they're kind of silvery and blue. So like, I could do like a row of table. Would be kind of cool. I'm not quite sure what I want to do in here. I think like a cabinet area. I wish that we had kitchen parts. Like in Empyrean you have a ton of different kitchen parts, and you can make some pretty cool looking things with that. But you know, here I guess I'd have to make out of voxels a kitchen. I'm not really interested in doing that, to be perfectly honest with you. Could put the table right up against. So I have a couple options. I could put the table here for a view, or nah, I think better in the middle actually, like a long table down the middle of the ship. Kind of connect them like that. Maybe just one. We'll try it with just one. The center is right about here. Good. I don't want to delete this. I think that this floor is 2 blocks thick. If I remember right. Yeah, okay, this floor is 2 blocks thick. So I'm actually gonna put this pattern inside of the floor. Break it by 2 blocks. And then the table can go on top of it. Right. And this, I think that I'm going to just put it normal. And I'm going to make like a bar area. 2 blocks open on each side. I don't remember quite how tall the chairs are. We might just have to make a like a stool for this because the the chairs are great, but it's not. It doesn't really match the theme well. And this would have a countertop that comes out like probably 3 blocks like that. Would it be rimmed with silver? I mean, I think that's obvious, of course. Everything is rimmed with silver. And then it would be the same idea here. We can actually just copy this. How big should the countertop be? I don't know. Probably about like that. Mistake. That's interesting that that actually worked right there because the hexagon was here. Should have corrected it beforehand, but it's a really easy fix, like so. I have like a countertop. This is good. I want to make like appliances or something. This should wrap around also. How far was this? So it was 2 blocks. Yeah, I will have to build a stool. I'm not quite sure. I wonder if I can use the hexagon thing for a stool. Like if I can take this and build a stool out of it of some kind. It's not a microvoxel. Let's go to the library and see if I can make something. If there's anything here I can steal. See, like this, right? This would be good. Oh, but it's 4. I need something that's has one piece in the middle. Yeah, none of these really fit that bill. I could try to make something. I try to make something small, but yeah. So it only works like that, unfortunately. So I can't just steal hexagon and make a stool out of it of some kind. Let's see if I can make it custom. Really simple hexagon. And if I'm lucky, I can use a reactor to make this really thin. I don't want to smooth it in that direction, do I? We'll try it. We'll try it initially and see what happens. Try to smooth down, but keep the bottom big and then smooth down the top and see what happens. Maybe I can make it look like a cushion or something. Wouldn't that be crazy? Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Okay. Can I use it? That's not going to select. Yeah. It's a lot of voxels. Now the question now. This is a bug where this makes it really thin when you use the select tool, and it is really annoying. So like I have to be like meticulous when I select this, or it won't work. Okay, well let's see if this will work, and then it should fan out at the bottom. That'll only select just the middle part. Did I make a stool? I think so. Yeah, I should just be able to resize this to however I need it. Custom furniture, man. The things I do. I mean, it's actually pretty good. It's better than I thought it would be. I think that I'm gonna make it one taller and see how that is first. And yeah, that'll react with the floor. Oh, I forgot. Now I have to select it all again. Kind of a pain. Yeah, and that should, when it touches the floor, yeah, make that reaction. I don't like it so tall, actually. Yeah, I mean, I can't put it under it, right? Because it'll that's funny. I get a kick out of stuff like that when that happens. I think it's the greatest thing, because I have to put it over here. So the solution would be to just raise the countertop by one block. So we've raised the countertop just a little. And now I think, actually it'll probably react up, but maybe I can get it a little bit closer. See, now that looks too small, but eh. So that warps that direction. If I put it there, it would work, but then it would look weird. So I could do that. That's really annoying, actually. Let me try to just cut the front off, and I think that we'll be able to get it one block closer. If I just delete that, some people would consider this cheating. But now, yeah, I'm a genius. Okay. How far apart should they be? Yeah, we'll start them each on the wood. And they'll be like 3 blocks apart. Our bar has stools. Not the greatest thing I've ever created, but you know what? It works and it looks kind of cool. It looks custom is what it looks like. I feel like it would be, you know, almost illegal to not put a some kind of a chandelier here. So let me go grab one of these orange hexagons. Which room is that? This one. Just when in doubt, add more chandeliers. Yeah, I mean, and the greatest thing about what I just did is that, you know, there's no elements involved, right? So when it crashed, none of this is breaking. And that's kind of nice, that we don't have to worry about that. And then also, yeah, there's no reason to ever repair it or anything like that. So put it right over the table. Light in it. I clicked. I swear to God. There it goes. Took a little bit. I do like a... Is this 2 blocks? I don't remember checking it. Okay, so this isn't 2 blocks, so I can't actually... I think that silver part was actually a part of the bottom floor. If I think it was. Yeah, that's kind of, I think that this part was inside of the... That's what that was. So it doesn't matter. But anyway, I can't do like a cool inlay here because it's... it would mess up the floor if I tried that. And I kind of don't like to do this. The fuel hatch actually looks like a cup, and I've seen a few people use it, putting the cup like on a table, and it actually looks really good. But I'm going for simple here. How much for a blueprint? I'm not selling the blueprint, but I'm selling like the token. For the ship itself, 200 million is what I'm trying to get. But yeah, I'm not going to put the element because the element, I mean, it'll break. The table I'm okay with because, yeah, I mean, but then then I have to make custom chairs, and that's probably the last thing that I want to do. We have the stool, but we can do chairs. It's okay. 1, 2, 3. I wish I had like a small voxel logo that I could put in the middle, like on this table. You know, it should have a bonsai, but people are trying to buy this thing for an affordable price, and if I put a bonsai on every single table, 200, dude, it costs like that. It costs like half that to place it. Thing isn't cheap. If I put a what am I trying to say? If I put a bonsai on every single table, it'd be more than 200 million. That's unfortunate. Alright. I can make the inside of these silver, or I can just leave them like this. I think it looks cooler like that. Over a month, so 200 million sounds insane, but I guess it's achievable for some. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, there's definitely people who make a lot of money in this game. I met a solo guy the other day who, you know, like thought 200 million was like a joke, and then there's other people who are like, oh, that's so much. So I guess I think it just depends kind of what your situation is. I can't really get away with putting a wall here because of how I decided to do the ceiling. That happens to be centered, so we can complement that quite easily. Oh, of course it warps. Dang it. do I... I'm having a smooth brain moment right now. The orange hex on the table toward the bar is off. Is it? 1, 2. No, I think these are good. Oh, this one, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, so I guess this goes away. Well, I can... Why... That's somewhat annoying. Here, we'll make a wider orange hex. Thank you for saying that. I would have never noticed. So we can make like a wide orange hex in the middle. And use the smaller ones on the outside. That remedies that problem. Nah, dude, I would be very disappointed if I sold someone a ship with something like that. I try to make everything I do perfect, but every time, I mean, I inevitably will mess up just a little somewhere. Yeah, I mean, now you say that the chair is not centered. It's just a number of things. I always go through the ships and do like a once over and make sure that it's always good. Yeah. Because I often, I'll be in a hurry, I'll play something and it's not good, so. It do be like that. Okay. That never deleted when I clicked backspace, so I guess we're doing this the hard way. Are you serious? You've got to be kidding me. I'm not looking forward to seeing everything that just messed up on the other side of the ship. Oh, fuck. Collateral damage. This is what happens when the game bugs and the backspace doesn't happen. Like the pending ops, because it makes things like this. And you have to like work all the way back until you fix it, and it's just terrible all around. I would like to do... I wonder if I'm allowed to do that or not. It warps. If I hold shift, everything will go badly, I think. Yeah, of course. Thank you, man. I'm glad you like it. Alright. We're being lazy today, guys. I always get caught up with the little details, and sometimes I'll spend like a really long time on the little details, and it ends up being ridiculous that I do that. Sometimes it's best just to... Sometimes less is more, you know what I mean? So there's no need to spend an absurd amount of time making something exactly how you want it when there's a different solution. That looks really nice. There needs to be something here, which is like, yeah, I feel like there's something that's missing right here. Should I go get another... Should I go get the round table? We're gonna get the round table. I need to change the colors on it though because it'd be really redundant to have 2 round tables. Maybe I'll rebuild the round table so that it's at least it's unique in every way, but yeah, and I can make it line up with that hex on the floor. Ah, yeah. There's got to be a better way to attach this to the ground other than putting the like, what if I use like one of these little bars? Is that the one? Yeah. Like, can I make something weird happen? I might just put them here in the center. Because normally the tables have like a centerpiece, but... Oh yeah, but that doesn't work right either. Or the table will just be floating. What does this look like? Is it huge or... Yeah, okay, it's not. You gotta put the ship hologram in the middle again. I need more office chairs. I can deal with that later. There's like an area here that's also, it needs something. Have enough programming boards. Yeah, that's not quite how this is gonna work. Little computer. I think it'd be really weird to be at a computer with the screen pointed up like that. It needs like a needs like a thing in the back to hold it up, because it would look weird. Will that go through? Ah, it does. Yeah, never mind. It's good enough. I'm gonna hate myself for doing that later. Will this go into the ceiling without complaining? Yeah. Unlikely that I can get away with that. It's really annoying. Please? No. What if I paste it? Yeah, I mean, it closes this gap, which is... I don't have a good way of fixing that. What's the philosophy? Less is more. Make it simple. I can definitely make it simple. It's on the other side of this, probably. Yeah, of course. But I know that this is probably like a slant. I bet that this is an angle and that there's a point here on this angle that if I place something on the inside, it'll mess it up. It's in this one. Lobby. Okay, now I guess the big question, can I fit the planet hologram in here? I love these chandelier hangers, like I think that looks so nice. Alright, anyway. Like, I wonder if I can... Yeah, this is huge. Never mind. Okay, I thought it was like half of this size. This is ridiculous, dude. Yeah, no, this does not belong on a ship. It's cool, but, like, that's gotta be the craziest thing. It's also an element, so the hitbox is the whole thing, which is kind of annoying, but yeah. Okay, that's not gonna happen. And I really don't know, like, what I want to do with this room. These two rooms here on the side, I have no idea what to do with them. And this area in here, no idea. The floor is also 2 blocks thick, but so it can have designs, but you know, for what purpose? Oh, I love how the orange reflects off that table. That's nice. I can at least make these doors look right. Like if you're gonna do like a certain style on a ship, you have to carry the style all the way, or it won't work. So like my doors, like they all have to be the same. And then if I do a different ship, you know, then maybe the doors will be different, like how I order them. But on this, it's this rounded corner thing, so. Should make a comms room? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, was a comms room. I don't know what a comms room would look like, to be perfectly honest with you. I also want this thing to have a panic room in it somewhere. I could... Okay, so this is an idea if you're... Like, maybe you can give me some advice. I have, like, the VR stuff in this room, which is kind of ugly. I could put all of this in one of those rooms and make, like, a VR room. Why don't we... Let's move this stuff to one of the... Why is this on my screen? So we can do... I mean, we can make, like, this room like the surrogate room or something. That would work. We could put all the surrogate... It's kind of the right size for that, actually. And it would... Because it always kind of irked me, the other room. It always felt like it was disrupted a little bit by the surrogate stuff. And I would say, you know, just leave one empty, but this room is going to be empty. This is the do what you want with it room. So we can't do that with these. Yeah, this is good for the things like the res node and the VR. Perfect place for them. I'm debating whether or not I want these on the floor or on the wall. Yeah, we easily can... Yeah, okay, the character can walk just fine right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put them on the wall, and my reason for that is sometimes you'll actually get stuck on them, like it'll lift you up, and it's kind of annoying, like you'll bump your head on stuff when you walk around, but when it's like this, you actually just fall out of it, and you can walk out really easily. Surrogate area. What's this? Unbelievable. Unacceptable. Yeah, this is gonna pull the silver up. Wait, it didn't. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, here it's good. Oh, now this part here is warped. That's strange, dude. Sometimes the DUVOS, I don't even know how to do it all. It's so confusing. Just have to redo it and it works again. So this could be a comm room. I don't want to put a ton of data cubes and stuff. Like, what's the point? You know, like, it's just unnecessary complication. More stuff to break if you crash, you know? Link all the doors to the data cube so they're all automatic. I'll label all the doors. This is annoying also. So what's going bye-bye? I could put the, this thing, the elevator also in here, but... But probably not, like, I feel like this would be best just right here. I mean, this doesn't need to be anything fancy in my opinion. So this begs the question, what do I do with the, what do I do with this really big room that the elevator's in, and then that other... That's not right. The bottom one looks right. Yep, that's what we'll do. So yeah, I've got this really big room that I don't know what to do with, and then I have also this one that I don't really know what to do with. Captain's quarters, yeah, but it's smaller than the normal crew quarters that are downstairs. You know, this, somebody told me when I made this to make it the throne room. And I kind of agree with them, but you know why? That's not centered. How is this possible? Man, who built this thing? I don't know what they were thinking. This was just the repair area, right? Nothing special. And yeah, this isn't going to be... I'm leaving actually some space open inside the ship, so this is one of those open areas. Because they are going to be adding into probably the power generators, and this ship's going to need those. So this area in front is going to be open for things like that. And then also miscellaneous. Maybe maybe whoever owns the ship wants to add some weird thing. You know, that there you can use that, right? This can go. So for me, I'm leaving this room open because I like to do voxels on like long trips. So if I'm slow boating, I'd be in here building for voxels and stuff. So that's what it would be. And then also one of the guys that that bought the thing, he's like, oh, it's cool that it's open. So that's I'll probably leave it open. It would be cool to add like a strut that comes down from here to the ground. Like I think I'm gonna try it just because why not? I think it looks kind of cool. Let's see how it looks together. Repeating patterns like this, it doesn't really matter how simple the pattern is, but it just kind of tends to look cool. You don't really have to be any good at building, you just, you know, or any good at voxelmancy to make something look cool. I don't know what it would be for, but it's definitely cool. I don't know what the point would be. You guys like it open or with these on the side? I'm gonna mirror it because I want to see how the whole thing is. It makes it feel smaller. Yeah, I agree with you. It does seem like I could add the containers in here, but the thing, I mean, what's the point though? That would be useless. I like it because it makes it smaller. And I have this thing, I like smaller interiors for some reason. And this kind of does that. Also, I think that the below this is containers. Oh, either way, it's 2 blocks thick. Yeah, so I think that the obvious thing to do is to add silver hexagons on the floor, because it's the theme, right? I'm muting temporarily, someone just got home. Y'all have to remind me if it's an hour later and I'm still rambling on to myself. Yeah, it's really close to the expo area. I can fly it over to the expo if you want to see it. If anybody here wants to see it, just let me know. I'll fly it over there right now and you guys can look at it while I'm building. Yeah, just let me know. I'll fly it over to the expo area. Aw, dude. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. You got to admit that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's on Alio. That's I'm just at like our industry area, which is here by the market, and the expo is just right here. It's on that tile. So it's like 10 kilometers away. Just let me know if you're for sure coming. I'll fly over there right now. You can come check it out. Sounds good, dude. I am glad that they helped. That is the point. Let me know if you have anything, any other suggestions that could help out, and I will make them. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so that's that room. I don't want to do anything else to it. I like that this truss isn't even. How many tips on how to make a nice angle / plane? So how to plan out a project. Okay, so this is an Empyrean ship that I copied, and the technique is maybe a little bit different if you're building a normal ship, but it could still be applied. So what I did is I literally just took a piece of graph paper and I graphed it out. I spent multiple hours graphing this ship to make it exactly how I want. And I mean, this is the end result. Obviously, I'm just kind of having fun. I'm just making the interior how I want it. I just did that twice. But the actual design of the ship, I have like a stack of graph paper on a folder on my desk over here that I made when I built it. You can also, if you have a ship, just an image of a ship, you can take that image. If you have like a top and bottom view or something, for example, you can just take it and put it into like Word or something, some kind of a processor, an image processor, and just overlay graph paper onto it, and then build off the graph. Okay, now I'm gonna fly over to the spaceport right now. He's probably about ready for me. Where's the bridge there? I still get lost. Ship is tiny and I get lost. Hopefully it's not too heavy. I didn't think about that. 1.5 kilotons. It'll work. I had some trouble getting it off the ground earlier with 1.5 kilotons on it. With a lot of weight. I mean, this is meant to be at a 1,000-meter platform and just take off straight in space. The purpose is not to fly off of Alioth with a lot of weight. Don't hit the Beacon of Eternity. But it definitely works. When it's empty, it actually flies like a small ship. It's pretty great. And I've had compliments from people about how nice the the bridge looks. Ooh, I almost just got the control bug. My adjuster's almost locked there. That would have been not good. Probably needs more adjusters. Oof. Did anything break? No, we're good. Always adjust your height. No, I ran into a building the other day, like really hard, and nothing broke. Sometimes I'm lucky, I guess. We have the Windows XP home screen at base, like the code for it. I need to copy that code and put it in here and have like the Windows home screen. Be so funny. Or maybe like take a picture of Dual Universe and put it in there. No, my engines aren't obstructed. why would these be obstructed? Yeah, no obstructed engines here. Maybe a little bit. I mean, there's definitely, like, because there's always a little bit of obstruction somewhere. Yeah, like that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think there's 12 on the bottom. Yeah, 20. I have to make sure because it only has 2 fuel tanks, so I can't do. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they don't, so you have to kind of keep that in mind. It can be a little bit weird, just like the angle the ship is sitting at. What is that? There's like a big platform out there. I wasn't there a couple days ago. There, now I can build. I think that's basically everything that I want to do. I mean, I want to put something in this room, but I am lost for ideas right now. It might be nothing, actually. I might do nothing in here. It'll just be a kind of a corridor to the other rooms. Like a manifold. This room is, I love this. I think it's great. So I'm very happy with that. Nothing to change. That obviously is done. The 6 bonus room, yeah. I mean, yeah. Only fits 1 bed. The bath is somewhere else. It has the 2 crew quarters up here. I mean, it's a pretty boring crew room, but I mean, whatever. How much do I care? super clean. Yeah, good luck finding other ships that are so perfect. I don't know. There's some errors on this. There's a lot of obvious one. Like I can fix that really easily. I already went through, like I did one pass and fixed most of these, but I always miss a couple. So I need to do like a couple more passes before it's good to fix like the really really small things. That's really terrible. Do I have the necessary block for this? I didn't bring the library part that is, unfortunately. I have it at home, the block that takes. I can make one too, but the one that I make just on the fly isn't quite as nice, but yeah, that's another thing. Oh, that's actually a graphic error. That's actually perfect, but it's a graphic error. That annoys me more than anything when there's not actually a problem, but the lighting is weird. I don't really have a good way to fix it. I might not do this in the production model, but in the safest place in this ship is right here between the anti-grav and the fuel tanks. And it's actually like a really safe place. So I'm probably gonna put an elevator back here that puts you up to a room right here, like a little box with an extra flight seat and an extra res node, because I don't want to lose this ship when I'm flying it around. I also don't want my clients to lose this ship, so because if my clients lose the ship, then then pirates get it, right? So 40. Let's do another 10. So the air brakes are placed really ugly, because I know that they are nerfing the air brakes, and I'm gonna have to move them. So I'm not about to spend who knows how much of my precious time meticulously placing perfect air brakes. It's not super safe on this side. However, if you stand like right here, you'll probably almost never die. So it's really good. Wrong chair. Yeah, so basically what's going to happen here is, so if you have to take command of the ship for some reason, the chair's in the safest place in the entire ship, basically, is what this is. And the idea is that that if for some reason one of my clients is really stupid and flies this right down the pipeline, they can hide right here and save themselves, basically, because this anti-grav, I mean, was 304,000 health. You'll never break it. This, and if you're halfway smart, you can repair it. I'm also gonna put a small container here that will have I'm gonna recommend that people put scrap in, so that even if the front containers break, then the small container here will have scrap and it won't break ever. So yeah, that's the idea here. The gunner seat, I'm not gonna move it, I don't think. On mine I probably will, but I also want to be able to kill my own ship. But anyway, the core isn't in a very good place, and I recognize that. It probably should be down here. I wonder if there's a better place for it. Like right here would be good if it would fit, but that would involve me moving so many air brake. I could move it down, but no, I'm not gonna move it. Maybe it should be, but that's another thing, is you can stand here and repair it, right? So this is important, that you can, you're where you need to be, you can fill everything up if you have to, you can repair everything if you have to, and you've got the seat here. And then also, I designed the ship. I mean, obviously it's not a PvP ship. My cat is walking on my desk. And she is warm. You have been sitting against my computer, haven't you? I know what you've been doing. Getting dust in my computer. But the entire bottom is, so like this whole section is containers. So, like if this ship, basically the idea is to keep it crash proof, and I don't want the ship, if the ship slams into the ground, I don't want the owner to lose control of the ship, right? And how the damage works is, most likely it'll slam to the ground here in front. So I've put all of the bottom area has the containers, and then there's the big anti-grav right here, and then the core is up here on top. So if you look at how there would be like a damage profile, it comes like this on the ship, and all the stuff in the back will be good, and then everything in the front will be broken. So that's why the core's where it is so if you slam it into the ground, the core will never break, basically. It's not a good place for PvP, but I'm not going to move it because this isn't a PvP ship. But even in PvP, having the containers in front is still beneficial, because if you manage to keep the nose faced at everything, they've got to shoot through a lot of containers before getting to anything important. And then also before breaking the engine. I mean, this medium anti-grav is the best armor in the game, really. So, I mean, this is what I'm going to have. I'm not even going to worry about putting an elevator, you just jump up here. So, it's a panic room. If you get in trouble, you go here. There's now in a space flight, if you get in trouble, you can actually, if you rotate the ship in space and then get out of your chair, it'll continue rotating. So what's recommended if you start getting shot at is to start your ship spinning really fast. Just make sure you're aimed at the safe zone as you're flying, right? But then you start your ship spinning so that the bullets hit kind of around the ship. And like I've said before, it's an effective armor, spreads damage evenly, right? So although this voxel isn't armor, if you can spread the damage evenly all around, then this anti-grav is going to be able to soak all of those damage spheres. And basically, the idea, like I said, is that before the pilot in this chair dies, the anti-grav has to go away, which will never happen. So it's going to be kind of hard to kill this ship, because I thought a little bit about how to protect it. But even so, don't fly it through PvP. That would be so stupid. Hey, Boom, when you coming? I'm waiting for you. I think the ship's about done, though. I need to contact the guy that wants it. I don't know what else I want to do, honestly. I can't really think of anything. It could probably use more adjusters, but 0.5, dude, you must be flying in the atmosphere. Cat is on the piano. Piano cat. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long process, but I think it's about done. I don't really have anything else that I want to do. My version gets another 2 railguns. Other than that, I mean, here it is. I hope you like it. It's been what, like 2 months in the making? So, yeah, next project, I'm going to be starting it soon, and it's going to be I'm going to be building a PvP ship. An actual full-blood PvP ship. And I'm really excited for that. Be able to kill a lot of stuff. In the organization, we've been getting like a better division system going, so now we have like a PvP division. So, you know, and I want to partake in that a little bit, blow some stuff up just for fun. Why not? This is the right voxel. Perfect. I already have the design that I want to make. Well, I'm also making it, you know, to be good, not just look cool. Oh yeah. That was actually, it was actually a thought process by one of our allies, believe it or not, to use, oh my goodness, to use warp drives as armor. And it makes sense, because at the moment the voxels are pretty terrible as armor. So using you could actually get somewhere. Yeah, this is gonna drive me crazy. You could get somewhere armoring stuff with warp drives. Hey man, if you can pay for it all, I mean, go for it. Because the thing is like inevitably someone's gonna kill you, and you know how many warp drives they're gonna have. I mean, you could get away with just putting an anti-grav in front of the ship and just sitting behind it, and if you can always keep your nose pointed at your enemy, then they have to go through the whole anti-grav. You can just have someone with you that just sits there looking at the anti-grav with scrap. You know, this is the new meta. Anti-grav cylinders, because now it matters with the cross-section too, right? So if you made a cylinder and put the anti-grav in front of the cylinder, like a small anti-grav for a medium ship, if you did like 2 layers of small anti-grav, the ship would be indestructible. It'd be hilarious. I think that, what would they call it, emergent gameplay? I would call it unintended, right? Front and back. Why do the back? I mean, there's no point. You would have your XL engines in the back. It's basically the same thing. Main seat protection. Just put it right behind the anti-grav. Because you know how the shot works, right? Like, when a shot hits, you know it's going to come in. And, like, it hits right here, and it makes a sphere. And the sphere goes out until it's hit all of the damage. And until it's soaked all of the damage. So with voxels, you know it's going to make a huge crater. But when it hits something that has a lot of health, like the medium anti-grav, that sphere is going to expand and then just stop immediately right when it touches the anti-grav, and and all that damage will just be subtracted from the anti-grav. So that's the point, is, you know, if you can afford the scrap to just keep repairing an anti-grav, your ship is invincible basically, because it's such a big and, you know, solid element. But, you know, I shouldn't be talking about that. I don't want to shoot people that use anti-gravs for armor. That sounds stressful. A lot more testing. Man, I'm in trouble now. What was I thinking? Oh no. I'm just gonna forget that I saw that. Nobody saw that. I'm not gonna fix that. It's gonna take too long. Okay. I'm gonna alt-tab to Discord real quick and message the dude and tell him that I'm done. One of the guys that wants the ship. What was his name? Can you hear my cat meowing in the background? I'm not gonna sell the blueprint, but I will sell the token for like between 175 and 200 mil, depending on market prices. All right. So Boom, if you're flying here, if you're watch the stream right now. Come right here. I think it's like right there, instead. Because this is where our industry base is, and I'm gonna go back because I want to work on the speeder for this ship a little bit. It comes with the speeder. Because yeah, I figured that you would just surrogate to the spaceport pod, but no, now I have to successfully land this. So it's easy landing on a giant runway here, but landing on something smaller, that gets into the dangerous. The VTOL is functional, by the way. It does actually have enough thrust to VTOL when there's no weight in it, which is so nice. So, like, once you empty it, the idea is you would land it on the anti-grav platform, empty out the cargo, or load it up with cargo, right? And then you would VTOL back down to the ground. The Cat Mark III. I'll check it out. I hope there's no space. I know that there was a tower here. I hope it's gone. I would have been pissed. Yeah, this is scary. Oof. Did it not break again? Hey guys, I built an invincible ship. I didn't realize this big bump was here. Yeah, okay, so this is worth noting that my damage prevention design is so good that this ship doesn't take damage. I actually think that it is a bug because, like I said, I slammed into something going way too fast earlier, and it didn't break at all. So, I think maybe that the ship could be bugged, which is quite frankly hilarious. This is a little included speeder. I basically had it all the way done. I mean, it's a really simple thing. It's just a little Atmos speeder because none of us want to, you don't want to park this large core at the market, realize you've got to go over the next market to grab like an excess screen and spend, 10,000 fuel doing that. So that's what this is for. It's just a little get around thing, and it's great. It's really fast. I sold them separately initially. This one's just a nicer and a recolored version. It flies half decent and it's pretty fast, so I mean, it's a good little speeder. I haven't been up here for a while. It's also nice because it's really hard to crash it. Big fan of ships docked on ships. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll put these on. You can see how it's supposed to look. Like they kind of match. it's kind of good. And then obviously it comes with the magic carpet, because that how else are you supposed to get to the platform? I mean, we have an actual elevator that goes up to the anti-grav platform, but some people aren't so fortunate. So the magic carpet's a solution. You don't even have to have an anti-grav platform for this ship because it's its own platform. So he fits on the ship right here. I can never get it straight, and it always bugs me so much. But that's the point, is it just kind of, it sits here, and you can just come up and jump into it, so. Yeah, this is the magic carpet that I made for it. It's a little orange magic carpet, nothing special. Slightly heavier. That belongs right here. Got that BP. Yeah, that's awesome. Dude, there was a guy at the market that was selling, like, he was selling magic carpet blueprints for like 300,000. And like, there was a dispenser at the market that sold blueprints. Like, he watched my video, built the magic carpet, and then sold it. And it's kind of funny because I'm sure he was profitable. I kind of felt bad. I was like, 300,000 for this? Like, it's not worth 300,000. But yeah, that's the idea here. So there's a little pad for the... Exactly, dude. But, you know, it's allowed, so whatever. And I'm not going to bother with it because it's... I don't want to deal with that. I did repair this ship. But anyway, this is the point with the pads. It's a little place for the speeders and stuff, so... that's exactly why I don't sell blueprints. You can copy this ship. I mean, I'm saying, like, I mean, you could buy the token for this ship and copy it to another core, but, you know, that's going to take you forever. And you're not going to do it as well as I did, so... I hope they do make it more secure. Yeah, I mean, people could copy it, and I'll probably be a little bit sneaky because, you know, sometimes I'll add things in the ship specifically to make it not work. Like, some of my ships you can't copy because if you try to copy it, like, I've added a thing at the end of building it so that it warps all the voxels if you paste it next to itself again. So, I mean, someone could copy it, but... I hope they don't. And hopefully everybody will know that I'm the original creator. But, yeah, it's whatever. But like I said, the point of having the carpet is if I parked this thing 1 kilometer above, like say, I'm taking my ore load to a market, which is probably what someone would be doing in this, I would park it right above the market, I would link to the containers, and then I would hop on this ship here and fly down to the market. And that's really nice, too, if I wanted to go to the market and bring up some scrap. Most people would just force respawn, but maybe I want to grab scrap from the market. How do I get down? I don't know, so, I hop on the magic carpet. Fly down to the market, I can fly around a little bit, and then I can come right back up to the ship as it's sitting there hovering on the anti-grav, so. That's the point of the little speeders, and then this guy is just, I wonder if people would appreciate if it was space capable. Is a Grim ship modded to an M-Core? Like, Grim ship? I don't know what you mean. Grim Stone? The guy that has the library? Is that what you're referring to? Let me see if the guy has messaged me back. Let's see. He hasn't yet. Okay. There were a lot of ships at the expo. I could try to remember them, but I would probably fail. I'll move this thing before I get in trouble. Oh, okay. I don't know the guy. I don't know him. I was thinking Grimstone. Oh, it did not dock? Are you serious? Which one was it that didn't dock? Yeah, okay. This one. Okay, I added a little foot to the bottom so it docks more reliably, but still not good enough, apparently. It's still not docked. What? Okay, I tested this and I wasn't having any trouble. It was docking just fine. Tilt it down a bit and try that. I might have to relog. Okay. It's docked now. We're good. And then I also need to get someone to add some Lua to the doors, but I'll do that later. I don't want to do that right now. Not on the production ship. Because, like, I don't know. I do it because it's my preference. Sometimes when I buy a ship, I don't want it to be crazy. Like, the carrier that's up there, you know, no matter how... I love it so much, but I really, really hate all of the junk. Like, let me come over here. Hopefully I have enough fuel for this. See, now you can see how useful this little VTOL is for getting up to a platform. This this carrier. I think I showed it at the beginning of the stream. I love it, but it's too much. Hello. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it has like way many elements, and there's there's a bunch of Lua running on these screens to make them do this, and these screens has like 100 screens on it, and it looks really good, but you know it's ridiculously expensive and ridiculously complicated. If you crash, you'll never figure out which element. Like you'll always run into new broken elements. Like that's all. Like, I mean, how many windows is this? So many, and then this. Like it's so cool, but it's just too many elements. And this, like, it has a Lua script that makes the lights go around it. Yeah, here's a broken light, right? You'll never find all the broken elements. So when I build a ship, I try my best to make it as nice as I can, without worrying about elements. So yeah, like with my ship, the like that bar area, you know, I built the table and the stools and stuff from voxel, and the details in like the atrium room, it's all voxel. Is that you right there? I'm moving this off the pad because we're supposed to keep the runway clear. It's a cube with landing pads. Hell yeah. That's actually kind of cool. We'll showcase Boom's ship, and then I'm probably going to call it quits since this thing's pretty much done. I think I'll make like a review video for it. I'm going to start doing that and make a review video of all of the different Zenith ships because we have so many. And this one will probably get one sooner or later too. But I guess that that effectively ends the build series. A very, very, very unintentionally long build series of this beast. If you want one, let me know. They're expensive. But it was worth it, you know. It's definitely the most beautiful ship I've ever built. Oh, what am I thinking? I could be using the cinematography tool I built specifically for situations like this. I'll make a beautiful video of your ship and post it. I have the sensitivity turned up so it's not quite as cinematic. That's pretty cool. I have way too much fun. You can ask the my org members, and they'll say that I've flown this little magic carpet for like hours on end, getting cool footage of stuff. What's up, buddy? This is cool. It's a tri-scanner ship. It's perfect. Like you line up the tile like right here in the middle, right? Hey man, I'm not gonna land on top of you because then you'll be stuck forever. I love it. I'll take you over the thing if you want to see it. It's sliding. I guess the floor iced over while we were waiting. It is winter time after all. In queue, please fix. Everything's okay. Wonder what'll happen when it hits something. Will it ever stop? Dang it. It knew what I was gonna do and it stopped. Like it figured out that I was gonna try to block it, and it. Oh, and see, I can't get off the ground now because it's glitched. Or not? Is it? Oh, it is actually out of fuel. I'm a professional carpet pilot by now. I've been like doing stunts through like the wall collapses. Yeah, exactly. Like I like to do stunts through stuff because it's a little aerobatic carpet. It's like a little FPV drone. Someone commented on one of the videos that it was like a little FPV drone, which it basically is. Can I do this? Why do I stay on top? I don't know. I want to make everyone dizzy that's watching. Too bad. I bet this thing, it has more wings than my ship, so it's pretty good, I bet. So it's meant for an anti-grav. 5 large containers now, see. Needs I don't know where you put the anti-grav. If it's got 5 large containers, there's definitely not room for an I mean, you just slap it on top. Put it on a medium core, because you don't want to, I mean, this is a medium core. You really, surely it's not max size, is it? You don't want to pay for the medium anti-grav. They're pretty expensive, at least, I mean, this one was when I got it. It was a little bit ridiculous. Ooh, look at this floor, what the heck? Dang, Kisa. That was good. If I ruled the world, I'd fly around on one of these. No! And then all my minions would laugh at me when I crash. Like 50 mil. Yeah, I mean, if you can pay for it, why not? Might as well put it on large core. Large core's cooler. Should we have magic carpet races? Does anyone want to do that? Everyone has to bring a magic carpet, and you can compete to win like a big magic carpet. I think it'd be a lot of fun to like fly these things around pylons and like through gates. Joe's probably wondering, what in the world is he doing? Having fun. Don't get in the way of my fun. Alright, anyway, at this point I'm basically just messing around, so I'm gonna probably end it off here. Do some stuff in real life, imagine that. Basically done with school though, so that means more videos. That's really good. But anyway, I appreciate everybody who tuned in to watch this. Is that a win? I get sidetracked easily. And there will be many more to come, and I'll be starting new projects pretty soon. We might have some little projects before that, because making another ship's going to take forever. So, you know, there's a few things that I want to do. Like, we want to place, like, a big hangar for all this voxel stuff, and, you know, a number of things like that. So, you know, maybe I'll stream that if people are interested. All that being said, I'm going to shut the stream down. 18, oh, it's 20, I think. It better be 20. Is it? Is it not? I think there's 12 on the bottom. Oh, okay. The reason you think it's 18, there's 2 up here, up on these engine pods. So it is 20. And it doesn't need that many, you know. It's basically just to get it off the ground empty. But it's, I mean, it's good enough for like 3 kilotons. But you know, if you're actually carrying weight, you should be parked on an anti-grav platform. That's the way I see it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.